So, Bunny, video games.
Oh, yeah.
What are they?
Why are you putting me on the spot like this? We're not even fucking... Are we recording? Hello?
I heard that females are gamers. Is this true? I'm just trying to act like a bird. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 72 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Ports, and Evil Space Bunny is here.
Hi.
I always have to, do a weird cadence with your voice. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Evil Space Bunny.
But I do say that with your
It's
name,
a triple
too,
threat.
I think.
Evil Space Bunny.
Evil Space
Yeah,
Bunny.
that's true.
The
Real Ports.
Ports.
We got the same sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Our cadence with each other sounds like a job interview right now. How are you?
How are you
let's get
today?
started. What's your past experience here? I mean, I know I read it before you came in here, but I want you to say it just so it matches.
Yeah, don't lie.
And we know you're not lying.
Yeah, don't lie.
Unless you practiced your lie. Fuck, wait, there's a loophole. Did you play any video games this week?
I did. I played quite a few video games this week. I made an effort to force myself to try some new things this week, so I did. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they go well? Is it good new stuff or bad new stuff?
Well, okay, so I liked a lot. Actually, I liked both of the new things that I tried this week. So I'm gonna talk about Blasphemous first a little bit. That game, so it's a side-scroller Souls-like game, right? And I played it a couple weeks ago, and then I went back and revisited it. Also, I got rated by one of the voice actors in that game, and it was really cool. Yeah, he was super nice.
I didn't know that game had voice acting,
It does, actually.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's the dude obsessed with his sister. His name is Alex, and he came over, and, we just chit-chatted for a while, and he...
When he rated you? Mm-hmm. No, never mind. It doesn't even fit. When he rated you, I was gonna say, what are you doing, Step voice actor in Blasphemous? It went on too long and it didn't. Yeah.
Well, it's great
It
because
wasn't great. It was a misstep that I tried to save you from, but then I was like, it's weird if I don't explain
there
it.
There you go.
Because it seems like, anyway.
To be fair, the character that he voice acts, he's obsessed with his dead sister, and he thinks that he could talk to his dead sister, but apparently he can't because when you fight him,
when you say obsessed, is it the way that I was thinking, or is it just like he's obsessed because she's dead? Like that, it's like he's trying to solve a mystery or something.
Kind of. Yeah, it's a little weird at times. I'm like, this dude's really into his sister.
Wow, it's like Two Worlds.
Okay.
Two Worlds is like that.
Oh no.
You got a big titty goth sister that you're trying to save the entire time, and every cutscene is just the main character staring at her tits.
Oh God. I still need to play that game.
And they say it's his sister all the time. As much as porn videos say step, he said sister. That's how much they wanted you to know that was going on.
Yeah. That's weird. But
so Blasphemous.
Yeah, so Blasphemous, it wasn't super hard at first. I was dying, but it was mostly to stupid things and stuff. The boss fights weren't really hard until I got to this character and who's obsessed with his sister. And the boss fight ramped up. It went from fucking I don't know, the first level of fucking Cuphead to maybe the last two fucking fights in Cuphead. And it was just brutal. I was on that boss for an hour. Literally an hour. And I'm so stubborn. I was supposed to end stream maybe 30 minutes after I beat him. But I was so fucking determined to beat this boss. And I'm more excited because there's more to the game. And I know it's just going to get harder at this point. Which makes me really excited, but also makes me want to scream at the same time. It makes me a little nervous, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of the boss that I got to, because it was really hard. I guess it was the first one, because I don't remember another one, but I don't remember the mechanics very well. I just remember getting my ass kicked, and I was like, I don't even have a different game plan to go in next time. It was just like that. There's nothing. I'm just going to exit out of the game and never think about it.
Like, yeah, the first boss was, it took me a little bit to get used to it, but like the second
It's
boss.
just the mechanics of that game are kind of weird.
Yeah, the mechanics
Because it is
are a
the
little
2D
weird.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So it doesn't play like Messenger. It's
No.
not like platform. I mean, it is a little bit platformy, but it's not.
It's mostly
It's
about
not
a
as-
parry system. You fucking have to rely
Right.
heavily on that parry system.
Didn't know that it had a parry. I don't
Yes,
think.
it has a parry system. And so, like, if you're not, then, like, you won't survive that, like, fight I had without parrying at all, because you would just be fucked because of the way he charges you so constantly. You don't ever have a break. So there's times where you're not even attempting to attack. You're just constantly defending yourself, and then you have a chance to attack for, like, maybe. And it's just a long fight. Like, somebody came into my chat, and they're like, I'm going to go get some food. I'm like, okay, we'll be here. And then, you know, they come back 40 minutes later, and they're like, wow, I didn't think you would actually still be here. And I'm like, neither did I. I'm like, neither did I. But yeah,
Damn.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to play that probably next week again. But so
I forget. Do you like the Dark Souls games?
I do.
Okay.
I don't like the first one.
Have you played like all of them?
I played the first one, which fuck it. I don't remember too much of the second one. And then I played a little bit of the third one, but I didn't get very far into it. I should probably actually revisit it. The thing was, I played it with friends, and then once you play it with a bunch of people, it gets really easy and just kind of became boring. So I think I should actually play through it by myself at some point and attempt to do it. It'll be bad. It'll be a real shit show.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, 2 new games that I played this week, and they're both completely opposite spectrums.
And now for something completely different.
And now something completely different. So, my roommate has a PlayStation, and he has all these games that I've never seen or touched, because I wasn't really interested in my PlayStation that I had when...
it's called Catherine, and yes, it's porn.
Yeah, exactly. No, I played Until Dawn for the first time, and it's a very story-driven game.
That's why you were asking me about
Yeah.
the other games. Okay.
My roommate wanted to torment me and see what my decisions would be, and so
That sounds like a great roommate.
yeah. It's a great. He's like, why did you do that
Did
choice?
you beat it? Have you beat it?
No, I haven't beaten it. I feel like I'm pretty far into it. I have a weird love-hate relationship with the graphics in that game, and like I don't know what it is. Like the hair looks great, and like some of the other things look really great, and then the characters will smile, and I'm like, what did you do to their teeth? Like what happened?
There's a really big uncanny valley thing in that game, I think, because the animation capturing was so good, but also it really highlights all the flaws in it.
Really
like,
bad.
Yeah.
And like it had,
for the time it was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't remember noticing it when it first came out. Like I just thought it looked fucking amazing. But now I actually, it's funny you say that you're playing it, because I went out with a buddy over the weekend, and he and I had a save of Until Dawn. We were like drunkenly getting through it his place from like a year and a half ago. So we decided to pick that back up again, and we're like, oh, it looks fucking awful. Holy shit. Like the passage of time, it hasn't even been that long, and it looks really bad.
Like as soon as like the thing launched, and like you see the first character's face, and like it's the title screen and everything, and I'm like, oh, this game is surprisingly pretty for being 5 years old. And then it starts playing, and I'm like, this game's a fucking 5-year-old game.
Yeah.
After a while, just watching like some of the animations and stuff, like some of the characters are just completely fucking batshit insane, and I'm like, these characters are so like I feel like the women in the game are just like over exaggerated. Like
Emily is like a cheerleader cunt. That's who that character is.
She definitely
like from
is.
90s TV.
90s TV cheerleader cunt, and then fucking the guy that Mike's dating, or the girl that's Jess.
Sam.
No, Jess.
Wait. Jess. Yeah.
The overly
hot blonde.
Yeah, the overly hot blonde, extra slutty young girl who's gonna fucking get some dick, right?
Yeah, I mean they tried to fuck like a billion times. In the fucking game.
Yeah. And like it's just I felt like the women were incredibly over exaggerate. I actually all of the characters are over exaggerated.
All the characters. Yeah, I mean there's the quiet nerd guy who can't get a say in, and then there's the jock dude who's overconfident and So like my roommate's like, well, who do you think did it? And I'm like, I think it's the fucking brother because he's fucking acting weird and he's gonna bring everybody out here so he can murder fucking everyone. I'm like, it's gotta be that, right? And he's got somebody in on the inside. Like his sisters died and like spoilers for the first 5 minutes of the game. Kinda,
sorry.
yeah.
But like, I don't think he killed his sisters, but I think something shady's going on with him, and like it's just too fucking weird. It's just too fucking weird, and like
Have you gotten an answer to that question yet?
No, I haven't gotten an answer to that question yet, and I'm starting to like Jess and Mike just got to the cabin, and
nice.
They got done doing the Ouija board. And so I want to play some more of that later this week at some point.
It's a great game. Yeah. I mean, poor animations, fucking caricatures, all that shit. It's just like it really comes together in like this super like throwback campy teen horror. That's fucking awesome. That by the way, I don't even really have a reference for except in reference in other shit. Like there's like Psych episodes that I've seen that reference, Friday the 13th and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But I've never seen any of those fucking classics. But this game still really resonated with me. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah. I've seen 3 full playthroughs, like watching beginning to end, and I've played it twice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I love that game. Until Dawn is a fucking shining gem.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play it, so I'm like really excited that I get to. And then also we have the other... two, I think it's 2 games right now of the other games that they made, the same studio.
Man of Medan and Little Hope.
Yeah, Little Hope. And
Man of Medan was a giant misstep in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Little Hope was fun.
Okay.
Not as good as Until Dawn, but both of those had co-op, so it's kind of a better experience already because of that. But
so I think
not as good of a story at all.
Yeah, so I think me and my roommates are going to play through those together, and then we're going to figure it out. Because, like, we thought this one was co-op, so we started with it, and then, like, I'm playing along, and it's like, what the fuck do I come in? So we Googled it, and it's like, oh, it's not co-op. He's like, well, I'm going to sit here and backseat game you and fucking tell you what you're doing wrong. And I'm like, no, these are my decisions.
What the fuck? Jesus.
He's like, don't snoop at the cell phone. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking look at his cell phone. I don't give a shit.
I like playing those games in like a real way. Like, what would this character do? I mean, sometimes I'm like, what would I do? But in that game, it makes way more sense to be like, what would this character do? Because I think that's more interesting because you control so many of them.
Yeah, that's the problem is like I can't relate to some of these characters. Like that fucking dude Mike, I made him into like a sensitive little bitch towards like the situation that I'm in. So like his
hey, maybe that's underneath. That's your version of the character.
Maybe he's actually a secret nice guy deep down and not a fucking complete nutter douche.
He's just putting on airs because he never got love from his mommy.
Oh, that must be it, obviously. But but yeah, I've been really enjoying that game. It's kind of nice. It gets me out of my room. And then the other game that I went and tried.
I like that. That's the COVID equivalent of going out. You're like, it gets me out of the house.
It gets me out of my room.
It gets me onto the couch.
It gets me onto the couch. It gets me out of my room, away from my computer. Well, it's kind of been my like break to just like get away from the computer since I've been constantly on it. So, and like never leaving my room, always in it. Anyway. So the other new game that I tried out this week, and finally, I've had people harassing me why I haven't tried this fucking game, even though I've had it for weeks now. Cause
weeks.
Yeah, I got lucky and I won it. So I won a copy of Valheim, and it's just been sitting there. And like,
you won it from who? From what?
I won it from the place where I actually do my Minecraft server hosting, and now my Valheim server hosting.
Nice. Okay.
So I won it from them, and yeah, it was just kind of just sitting there, and they're like, "Why haven't you played it?" And I'm like, I have 5 other fucking games I got going that are survival games. I got this to manage." And so finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set a day, and I'm gonna do it. So I did it, and I ended up co-oping this with a friend, and it's so different compared to other survival games. And I know we say that about every single other survival game, but it really is. There's no level system, which is really weird. So you have set skills, and you can level those skills by just doing those things. And if you die, you lose a percentage of those skills. You lose 5% across the board.
Can it bottom out on like a specific level, or could you lose like all of it if you died enough?
I think it gives you. I think it does bottom out at some point where you're like,
okay,
you're like, hey, you've died a fuck ton because you're being an idiot sandwich. We're gonna be nice to you and say you don't lose any more skills. And it's like, okay, cool. I lost all my shit. But yeah, so you kind of luck out there. But the mechanics are really neat. The graphics are really weird. So your character looks stupid. Like it trying to think of what it reminds me of. It looks like 2000s graphics called, and fucking they want them back. And your character looks fugly, but as soon as you're like running through an area and the light shines through, like it's just gorgeous. Like the whole area looks great. The environment looks beautiful. The sky is just phenomenal. And like you look up and there's the tree of life because you're in like dead, which is what we're all speculating. Like nobody knows the story of the game yet because there isn't one.
You're already in Valhalla?
Yeah. And like the tree of life is there, and it's just like gorgeous and like so well rendered and just beautiful, and all the lighting and stuff like that. And at night,
so well rendered?
It's just really weird.
I've seen screenshots of that game. That can't be true.
It's just, no, it is really, really weird. And like, cause like your character looks stupid and dumb, and some of the other stuff looks really dumb.
Well, so does the environment.
And then you like, there's certain shots with like the light and like everything and like stuff that's super far away. It just looks phenomenal, and it's just bizarre. And the graphics kind of grow on you after a while.
All right.
I promise you. I know it sounds really fucking weird, but it's really good.
No, look, I play RuneScape. I'm not a graphic snob, but I mean, sometimes I am. It's fun.
I am.
Turn it on every now and then, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I do too, but like, I also play Minecraft.
God, is there a worse looking game than Minecraft?
I don't know, RuneScape probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except your cape. That cape was pretty cool. But
it's dope. It moves.
It does move. It is animated, fully animated. But
dynamic texture they call it.
The one thing I do like about this game is you do feel yourself growing stronger the more you use the skills and everything. And so as you like move through everything and you start getting more and more items and more equipment, you do start to feel better, and then you start feeling like risque and like attacking stupid shit and like almost still dying. But those moments that, like, I took down a couple trolls yesterday, and it was fucking awesome towards the end, and I was like, hell yeah! And then I made me some blue pants out of the skull, like, the troll skin, and I'm like, hell yeah, bitch! And then I went and killed some more, you know? And I just, like, it felt really good. It was very rewarding. I haven't felt this way about a survival game in a long time, and it's really bad, and I'm kind of nervous. Because I'm just going to plunge myself into it. And
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. That's why I've been putting it off for weeks. I'm like, I know it's going to consume me, so I'm just going to give myself some time before it consumes me. And, yep, it's going to happen. I set up a server already, so that should say something to you. Anyway, that's what I played.
It does.
Yeah. What did you play?
I was looking up a story that I think you missed.
I
never do this.
Please fucking give it to me.
I put it in the doc, which again, never do this. What I was gonna say though is, did I miss you talking about Overwatch?
Oh shit! I didn't talk about
Overwatch?
Overwatch. I just been playing Overwatch while getting.
You don't have
drunk.
to obviously go into it, but
I don't know what it is. Every once in a while, I get really squirrely, and like, I found some friends of a friend on accident. So me and Amp's one of my mods. We will play every once in a while. We'll be like drunk hand holding. I'm like, yeah, sure, drunk hand holding. So we go, we queue up, and like we found a group of like 4 that were also in queue, and we were just talking to them in the game, and we were just making jokes with them, and it was really funny. And so they're like, join our Discord, come hang out with us. So we did. And then sure enough, like one of my fucking youngest audience members, he comes in the channel. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here, Mom? And I'm like, Rezi, my son? And he's like, what are you doing hanging out with my friends? And I'm like, they're my friends now. They're my friends now.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's a small world on the internet, guys. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and I'm probably going to just keep doing it every once in a while. Getting drunk and playing Overwatch, and apparently destroying my fake internet children's lives.
It's good to have like a multiplayer competitive release. I think.
A little bit every once in a while. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I go overboard in Dota, obviously.
Yeah, you do.
But rolling on into what I played this week.
Yeah, what did you play?
Dota. No.
I was gonna say, how many hours?
I mean, there was some Dota, but okay. So I picked up a new mystery multiplayer game that I was talking to you. I was teasing
me about
yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any more guesses? Have you thought about it?
Multiplayer. You didn't give me like a genre. You know how many
shooter?
That's right. FPS shooter. Is it newer? It's Outriders.
It's pretty new. No.
Damn. Okay. I don't know.
Fucking Valorant.
You're playing Valorant?
A little bit.
All
I've
right.
played like 12 matches or something.
All right. So this is your Overwatch now?
Yeah, me and my buddy Pat.
Oh, shit, Pat.
I sent him an image to sort of dip my toe in the water. I was like, hey, I'm pretty stupid for this. This is a really dumb thing to do, huh? Like, dig my fucking toe into the ground. Like, hey,
look at what I'm doing. You want to be stupid with me?
It's really stupid. And no, I didn't dare ask because I'm like, I'll probably just uninstall after the first game. And he's like, you know what? I'll do it with you. And I was like, what? Okay.
You fucking baited him.
And then we did.
You fucking baited him.
A little bit.
You're like, oh, look at the stupid thing I did.
But we got on comms, and he was like, dude, I was thinking about installing this morning. And I was like, this morning? That's what I was thinking of. Like, I literally had the thought today about it. I was like, kind of weird.
That is weird. The universe called to you.
And we got in.
Uh-huh.
We got in.
Yeah.
Had an absolutely fucking amazing first couple games. Like, clutch rounds, we're carrying this shit on our backs.
Nice.
That kind of shit. And we're like, holy shit. Obviously, it goes up and down. Sometimes you have a bad round, that kind of shit. But pretty consistently, I've played like 11 games, 12 games. Well, it's going to go down every time I say it. Like 9 games.
Okay.
I've won MVP like 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Which your team has to win for you to get. So, out of the losses, I mean, who knows? If we won, maybe I would have... Maybe be half my games I'd be MVP. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm doing some magic with the numbers, but yeah, it felt really good to do well in a game that I had never played before. And I've never played CSGO either, or any Counter-Strike, so it's not like I have that experience leading me forward.
Fair.
So it was kind of cool. Although I think, I don't know, maybe it's just like I'm not used to, or I wasn't thinking about the abilities properly. But it didn't feel like they were super necessary all the time. Like guns just kill people really fast in that game.
Yeah.
So it's like, it feels like kind of a waste of time to switch your fucking abilities most of the time. Because you switch to an ability like it's an item, and then you cast it. Mm-hmm. Rather than it just being a button that just goes.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, kind of cool. It's literally a mix between Overwatch and CSGO.
Yeah.
There's even a Reaper guy who can like teleport behind people and shit.
Well, let me guess. Were you a fucking fake Reaper main?
I did buy him, but I actually like the guy I started with better. His name is Phoenix.
Okay.
And if you can imagine, he's got fire stuff.
Oh shit, fire boy.
He's pretty cool. Yeah. Like I said, most of the abilities like don't matter. Although his ultimate, you send a copy of yourself forth, and then that way, if you die, you just spawn back at your body, which is really fucking overpowered.
Yeah.
Because you get to see where people are and shit.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's stupid.
And you can kill people from it. That's the other thing.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy good. I think that character's probably the best. But I digress. It was a good time. The other thing I've done with almost all of my time, more than RuneScape, more than Dota.
Kenshin?
Kenshi.
Oh, Kenshi.
Is,
sorry.
I think you get it like not the game. Obviously, I know you know what the game is, but the pronunciation, because you did that earlier. I was like, what the fuck? Where's that coming from? It's Genshin Impact. You're like mixing the two together.
Oh shit! I am mixing the two together. I'm smashing. Fucking fuck.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna start fucking doing it. Kenshi, is the like simulator fucking pseudo RPG squad based fucking, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's a very unique game. Some parallels to RimWorld, but it's very different. And oh my god, I had just the fucking most incredible run. I mean, I'm still in it. I've never made it past like 80, 90 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Because a big raid always happens and it kills me. And they take over my base and shit.
Yeah, and then you're sad.
This time, I settled in a completely different area. I've never been there before. The map is fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
And so I just settled in this place. So it's the Holy Nation that always hounds me down. Those are the motherfuckers who always get me. They're like the big, religious cult that, runs the world or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I settled next to a group called the Flotsam Ninjas. And after going around town, they're like, oh, we like all escaped the Holy Nation basically, and we like hate them and they hate us. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I settled on the other side, so it's like outside the Holy Nation territory. So I was like, maybe they won't get me here. I have no idea. And they did come for me.
Shit.
But the same day I got a message that was like, hey, the Flotsam Ninjas, they're coming to your aid. Like they're coming over. They're sending people because they heard you're getting attacked. I was like, holy fuck. So we take them out together, and it was just this awesome thing. And the last time it's happened, my last playthrough, they took over my place and imprisoned my dudes, like cut off our limbs and stuck us in cages and shit. This time, I did the same thing to them. So I've got Holy Nation motherfuckers in my cages, rotting away, and it feels fucking incredible, We're the good guys. We have people in, cages, but we're the good guys. Trust me.
Yeah, you're the good guys. You're doing great, obviously.
So yeah, it's really, really fun. We're growing wheat and making grog.
Nice. Nice.
We also have a little bit of a mining operation, but we're trying to get away from that. Be a little more upper class, sell some drugs and some alcohol. More profitable shit. Rocks, not that profitable. Drugs and alcohol, really popular and profitable.
I mean, who doesn't like a good party, right? Drugs and alcohol,
I don't
baby.
I know. So it's fucking amazing. It's different every time. I mean, if you want, you could play the same way, but still random shit will happen to you. The map's not like randomly generated, but like the types of NPCs around you and like the comings and goings of animals is.
Yeah.
So pretty fucking fun. Yeah. Really, really fun.
Yeah.
Emergent storytelling, I'm told.
How big is the map you said in that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, if you leave it so it takes like, if you fast forward all the way, I think it's like 10 to 15 minutes to a day.
Oh, Jesus.
And I think if you left it on, I mean, just based off how far I've gone, I bet it would take like a couple hours to run across the map on full speed.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's big. But I don't know. I've only explored like the center of it basically because I always start in the same spot because they have different like spawn scenarios. Mm-hmm. But I always choose the default one because it's the most like
friendly.
I mean, you don't have a big advantage, but you don't have a super disadvantage. Like there's one where where you spawn with no legs and you and no money, and you have to like crawl around and make your way in the world. And there's another one where you're 2 people. You spawn as 2 people, a squad of 2, but you're surrounded by people who want to kill you.
Oh.
And I've done that one a couple times. The only way I can figure out how to get out of that is leave one dude behind. And so that's how your story starts, is like ditching your squad member to die.
They're like, goodbye.
It's fucking awesome. The game is so cool. I can't wait for the second one, which they're working on.
Yeah.
Apparently. Allegedly.
I think I'm going to pick up that game after... or when it goes on sale. Like, Steam should be having a spring sale here soon with
Yeah, the more often Steam has sales, the more long it feels like it's been between them. Because you're like, what? It's always on sale. What the fuck is... I'm not buying this fucking game. What the hell?
Just put it on sale for me.
There's either a sale that just happened or there's also one around the corner.
Yeah. Just put it on sale.
We're spoiled, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're a little spoiled. I think they just started milking the sale thing, but it's never as good as the summer sale or the fucking winter sales.
No, well, it's never as big for sure. Yeah. That's very true. Remember they used to have did they still have weekly deals? They used to do that shit.
Weekly deals.
That's so weird. I never look at Steam during the like when there's no sale. If I'm not looking for a specific game, I don't look at I don't browse shit at all anymore.
At all?
Not really. No. No. Oh well. Okay. When I got VR, I looked a lot at the store when I got VR, but yeah, not really.
Fair. Like they always have like a.
It's not really
it's
not the greatest for anything. Like if you're looking for upcoming games, you go to like a curated website that's like, here are the actual games you might want to play that are going to come out. On Steam, it's like, here's the popular shit that's going to come out. It's like a fucking mobile port of some bullshit. You're like, what the fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Who fucking cares? Stop it.
Why is this on the list?
Stop recommending RuneScape to me.
It's not for real gamers. Yeah.
I mean...
We should switch to Epic.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They don't have a fucking rating system. Also, their friend system sucks. I'm sorry. Steam has come a long ways. I've been with Steam for 16 years now. Not to sound like a boomer in gaming terms, but like,
you don't sound like a boomer. Maybe an elitist or...
I don't know. I remember...
A little pompous.
Back in my day,
uppity.
I remember when Steam's friend list didn't work and it would...
Do you remember Xfire? That was the real shit back in the day. That shit was incredible. Okay, that was the first program I remember that could like detect your games and had an icon and track your times. That shit was fucking amazing.
Xfire.
And it's unbelievable it didn't take off.
Is it still there? Oh my god, it's still...
No.
Oh, wait, what is this?
I don't think so.
What is this website?
I don't think so. I looked it up like 10 years ago. It died off really quick.
It looks like a news site now. Huh.
Oh.
It's news. It is news. Okay. Interesting.
They had a store briefly for like 6 months, and that's where I bought Modern Warfare 1.
Aww. Memories. Anyway.
You could download themes. God, it was advanced. It was so good.
It was great for its time.
You could even look at your friends in servers. It had like the all-seeing eye built into it. It was fucking... Oh, God, it was amazing. Gaming back in the day, huh?
Gaming back in the day, dude. Anyway, so Kenshin, or am I saying that right now? Now I'm fucking super paranoid.
Kenshi.
Okay, so Kenshi, and what else did you fucking play? Valorant. That's so fucking weird. I can't even see you play Valorant. It's just so bizarre to me.
Well, because it's not on Steam.
It's not on Steam. No.
It's their own stupid launcher, which, by the way, I had a doozy with.
Isn't it?
I had a doozy.
It's Riot,
so Riot
right? Yeah.
Riot used to have a thing where you could choose your region.
Uh-huh.
But if your IP or whatever didn't match, you couldn't play. So it's like it's kind of pointless, I guess, unless you're playing through a VPN or something.
Yeah.
Now it auto detects. And on the launcher, it said NA. And I was like, okay, that's me.
Okay.
But I go in, and I'm talking to my buddy, And he's like, I was like, how do you edit your like voice chat options? He's like, just go into audio and then voice chat. And I was like, are you fucking with me? It's that is not there. There's audio and there's no voice chat. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, yeah, it's not there. I sent him a screenshot and he's like, I don't know, dude. So we're Googling it, and some people are like, yeah, it happens if you automatically, or it happens if you select the Russia server. I was like, okay, but I can't select servers and it said NA. So that can't possibly be it. So I'm trying to fix it on my own. I submit a support ticket, and then I find out there's like a deeper layer of auto detection than the one they show you. And on their stupid website, they have a page that's like, switch my region. And I went to it, and it's like, it looks like you're in the Federation of Russia. No, I'm not. And by the way, voice chat is banned there. You're not allowed to use it. That's why that option is not there. So I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. And then I got my region fixed, and I could play the game. But it was real weird.
That is weird.
Get your shit together, Riot.
It's like, God damn it, Riot. Get your fucking shit together. Come on.
This is only, what, your second video game? It's not looking good, guy.
Wait, don't they have like 5 or 6 other games planned?
I was just going to say that. I don't remember what was going on with those.
They had.
I don't even remember if they announced what they were.
They had their card game for a while that's still out. They have.
Oh, the tactics game. Yeah. That was like auto chess.
And then they have another, like, individual story planned, and then they have like a platformer planned. There's something else.
You know, it's weird. Wait, Valorant wasn't part of that though, right? Because they said it was all going to be in the League of Legends universe.
Yeah, it is.
But Valorant is not in the League of Legends universe, as far as I can tell. None of the characters are fantastical. They all look like fucking Instagram influencers.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
Should we get to the news?
Yeah, we should get to the news.
Valorant sucks.
Okay, so we have a couple things this week, and it's all over the place. So this is a new thing that just passed in Arizona right now, and it has to do a little bit with Apple and Google potentially. Apple, Google, and Epic, I should say, because it's going to affect all mobile. It may even affect Steam. Like, the way that this legislation. Okay, let me just break it down real fast. I'm fucking throwing out too many fucking things. So, okay. Arizona House of Reps just passed a landmark legislation this week, basically stating that anybody in the App Store can it basically prevents App Store operators, so like Apple, Google, from forcing developers based in the state of Arizona to use preferred payment systems. Now what this means is like you wouldn't be able to buy it through the Apple Store or like anything through the Apple Store for in-game purchases. Just kind of like what Epic did, where they went around Apple's like gate, basically, right? So because of this might even have.
So sorry, if I'm following this right, if the amendment
it passed.
The amendment, okay, so the amendment passed, and this means that Apple and Google can't force Epic to use their payment system. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if they were based in Arizona. So any developer that's based in Arizona.
Wait, is that how many people are in Arizona?
Well, that's the funny thing is I don't think there's very many right now. But because of this might cause like a surge of people migrating their whole fucking business over there. And like I bet you Epic does do it. How much do you want to bet? Like they abandoned that mall.
Where are they now? I don't know where they are now.
They're in North Carolina. And like we talked.
Oh yeah, why not? What the fuck's so good about?
Well, they like it over there, and they bought a mall. Remember, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, where they bought the whole mall.
Shit.
That was like condemned and stuff.
Are malls expensive in Arizona? I don't know.
Knows?
Maybe they could just trade.
Yeah, maybe they could just trade. But like, it would be really.
I'd probably rather own one in North Carolina than Arizona. It's too hot there.
Exactly. So maybe this is like Arizona's push to like get fucking big tech into Arizona. Like it's such an interesting bill because if you live based in Arizona, this is also going to potentially affect you too, because then you might not have to pay extra additional money for things, because usually, like the Twitch app charges for subs. I bet you the V-Bucks cost more on the Apple Store before it was all off of there. I bet you that was like a huge upmark. But now that they can't do that legally in that state, those people might be charged less. And also, this might affect like eventually like Steam and other apps like that too, because technically it is a mobile app. Like I could buy games on Steam.
As far as I know, if you buy a game on mobile though, no one's forcing you to.
Yeah, you don't pay more or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's gonna affect like potentially other things, or is it just targeted specifically to mobile apps, or if it's going to be targeted to all apps at the end of the day, like if it goes to computer apps and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, if it goes to console, that would
be crazy, right?
Cripple that market.
That would destroy that market.
Yeah. I mean, they honestly, what would happen in that case is those developers probably would get denied the ability to be on those consoles.
Oh shit!
Probably.
So it's either
because they're like, well, okay, well, if you're not going to let us control how much we make off this, then don't.
Yeah.
That can't be on here.
Yeah, maybe it'll cause an exodus if there's like if there are developers in Arizona,
like 30 developers, and
they're like, we gotta go
Arizona, and then they can't sell anywhere.
Oh, that'd be so fucking sad. But yeah, so
man. Gaming industry, you crazy.
You crazy. But anyway, wouldn't it be kind of? I think it would be the ultimate fuck you, honestly, if like Epic did move there just to spite Apple, and then they could drop the whole lawsuit, and then they're just like neener.
Yeah, it's like, oh, actually, this doesn't apply to us anymore.
Yeah, they just like fucking Rick and Morty flipping everybody off, and they're cheering him. Shit, what is that? This means peace among worlds.
I don't remember what that is.
The episode where they go inside the tiny verse, the mini verse, his car battery.
Oh yeah, his car battery. Yeah, Stephen Colbert is the scientist down there. Yeah, it's a good episode. Yeah.
Blow you? No, blow me. But yeah, also fuck you. I think I don't know if they'll actually do it, but we'll see. I bet you if they lose, they'll move there, which I think I don't think it's gonna roll in their favor. But anyway, so let's talk about another big purchase. So we know Microsoft was in the process of buying ZeniMax, Bethesda's big parent company. Wasn't
that like 4 years ago? How are we still talking about this?
So what happened was it took a long time to clear. So it started back in November when we originally talked about this. And maybe even later than that. I have notes of it in November. Yeah. That's why I wrote November. But anyway, so
okay.
They started that process, but ZeniMax is in the EU. And so because of that, they had to go through the process and the courts, and basically they had to make sure that the sale wasn't going to affect the market in any way, as they said. So the US sector had to say go through these hoops and stuff like that, and say basically that this was preventing market manipulation, and that the company's registration was being accepted and allowing Microsoft to buy it and count this as a merger. And then the European yeah. The European.
Did you just call me a porn?
The European Commission, they also had to basically say that without approving the merger, saying that it doesn't raise suspicion, or it's compatible with the current market right now. Yeah. Even
so, all we really know is they got paid off.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. It's really weird.
It's a $7.5 billion sale. They can make it happen. Come on.
It's probably one of the biggest video game like industry buyouts, and like, you know,
it's one of the biggest tech buyouts ever.
Yeah, 7.5
One of?
billion.
I don't know if it's but it's one
gotta
of.
be. It's fucking gotta be. But like,
Yeah.
So that finally approved. It's done. Microsoft officially owns Bethesda at this point. Like, it started, it took a while, but it happened. And I'm actually kind of surprised that Microsoft didn't back out on this deal, because Bethesda right now is in really hot water. And I think you should look at the last thing I posted, the last link, because I have like a lot of links for this one. But look at this.
Wait a minute.
Look at this.
This is a class
There's
action?
a class action lawsuit against them right now.
There's two of those this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one, so this started a little while ago, and it's been like dragging along since Fallout 4. And like, it's just now getting some momentum because it's actually happening. So Bethesda is being sued right now because of Fallout 4. Remember the season pass that they promised? They're like, you'll pay $30 now, but you get at least $40 worth of content. And so we're like, cool, DLCs. And then they created that thing called the Creators Club. And we're like, cool, new things. And Bethesda's like, whoa, hold your horses. If you want these, you have to buy additional special currency. I forgot what they called it. What did they call the tokens? It had like a special token. It wasn't called atoms yet. It had its own, I think it was just creator tokens. And you bought these creator tokens to buy things in the Creators Club. It was the beginning of the Atom Store for Fallout 76. It was the model that they used for Fallout 76 Atom Shop.
I don't even know how to access that. I have Fallout 4.
The Creators Club?
How do you do it?
You can't. I don't know if you could buy it on Steam right now or get access to it on Steam, because I was trying to find out more about it too. But I also never finished Fallout 4 because I was mad at my son.
Right.
So, what happened was a lot of people felt cheated by this, obviously. They're like, you promised us DLC, this is DLC, but now you're putting up a paywall on it and calling it something different. And if you were to buy everything within the creator store, it's like over $300 with their specialty tokens. Yeah.
What in the hell?
Yeah. So
how is this not a big deal when Fallout 4 came out? I don't remember anyone talking about this.
It didn't happen until much later. I think it happened like a year or so later.
They snuck it in.
They snuck it in. And so like, it's been an ongoing process, and it's just now finally getting to the point where the class action lawsuit is happening.
Gotcha. I question.
Yes.
Do I get, if I qualify for this class action lawsuit and it goes through, do I get what, like my $40 back from the season pass, or do I get the $300 that
I am not entirely sure. The X Law Group hasn't fully discussed.
Because I'm not gonna fill out a form for $40, but I would for $300.
I mean, if you bought everything, sure, but I don't think I think it depends on what you put into the system.
Blah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't buy the season pass because I had a bad feeling about it, because there was rumors about this creator thing. And so that's when my love affair with Todd was rocked. I think
I bought it all at once, but I don't, maybe I said no. I honestly don't know if I have the DLC or not. Because I didn't
think you can
stop playing Fallout 4, but I don't think I did the DLC.
I think you can look on
but I don't know if that's because I chose not to. Yeah, you can. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you can look on maybe the store page and see if you have the DLCs or not.
In my library, there should be like a DLC button.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, see if you qualify. If you need the link, let me know and I can DM it to you. The picture, but the most.
Yep, they all have. Yep, I have the check mark next to the season pass. There
girl,
we go.
File. See how much money you can get.
I don't.
Who cares? It's just a form. It's like 2 seconds. Also, that picture. Look at how good that picture looks of that dude with that face. What's wrong with his mouth?
It looks fake. This website looks fake.
I know. Oh, God, I know. It looks terrible. But that was linked all over the place.
This is BethesdaClassAction.com/BCA WordPress.
It's so bad. But yeah, so like that's finally gaining momentum.
Fallout suit at xlawx.com.
xlawx. Oh my God, they use X's instead of Z's. Oh no.
Oh.
They're the worst.
That's disgusting. Do they capitalize any of them? That's the important.
I have no idea. The capitalize.
What else we got?
The first and the last. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit amongst ourselves, but I think we should talk about it on the podcast as well.
Let's have it out.
Sinking Cities.
Oh God.
You sent me this link.
Oh.
What a
Jesus,
fucking mess. So so this is Nacon.
We talked about this a couple months ago.
We talked about this a couple months ago with a whole lawsuit against NACO versus Frogware.
Yeah, they're like, they didn't pay us.
They owe us $1 million. Yeah. They're still not paying us for the game and stuff. And then NACO said, it's like, well, we helped you as a publisher. We did all your marketing, blah, blah, blah. That was your payment. And the worst thing is the Paris courts ruled in NACO's favor. Or NACO? Whatever.
Yeah.
Nacon.
Yeah.
They rolled in Nacon's favor. And so Frogware lost. They didn't get any compensation for their game. And so but they still obtain all the rights to the game. And so what happens? Well, they post it on their own website. They start selling it directly to you from their website. And then Nacon comes along and they're like, we're going to steal that shit and we're going to put it back on Steam because we want to make money and not give it to you. Because we deserve it, because we're a publisher.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, so on the 1st of March, Frogware and Sinking Cities posted to their Twitter with a YouTube video breaking down how Nacon hacked their game. They bought their game from their website, from the Frogware website. Then they proceeded to have somebody hack the source code and then change some of the files. And they made like little tweaks where they removed Frogware's logo. They removed anything to do with the original developer and any promotions that they had for the other games that Frogware did. And then they posted it on Steam. And they're like, here you go, Steam. Please give us money now. And then Frogware was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's our game still. We own the rights to it. You can't touch it no more. Stop it. And then Steam, pulled it like 2 days later? Or 1 day late? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, maybe they just pulled it down because it was tumultuous, but it sort of feels like a confirmation that Nacon really fucked up.
Yeah. I still can't believe that. Like, I looked into it some more, but like the Paris courts ruled in the favor of them, saying Frogware was in the wrong.
That was just to say they didn't owe him $1 million, which all right.
But they still didn't get any.
Doesn't change
any compensation for the game at all.
That's wild.
It's fucking insane. And it's scary because that's your goal. That's some people's goal as a developer is to get bought by a big publisher so you could get backing and money so you make better games.
We should get a lawyer for the show that we could just ask questions. Be like, "Hey, lawyer, was Paris right to do this?" And then they'd be like, "Well, no, here's why."
Oh my god.
And lawyer stuff.
www.
Can we afford a lawyer?
Oh, do we have any lawyer friends? Hello, if you listen to the podcast and you're a lawyer and you want to help us out, please contact me on Twitter.
We're specifically looking for pro boner lawyers.
I'll play a video game with you. Does that count? Would that be payment?
We don't want any anti-boner.
I'll send you some stickers. I have stickers. Oh wait, you were making a penis joke.
I was.
Sorry.
I was. It went unheeded
sorry.
and unappreciated.
Now
and
it's flaccid.
It's fine. Yeah. I feel so small right now.
Emasculated. I'm sorry. I have deflated you, and now you are limp and sad.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Let's tear somebody else up. We haven't gotten vicious enough in the news,
Okay.
apparently.
Well, I'm sorry. I just needed to tear somebody up. I'm not mad at anybody this week. Where's Todd? Oh, I will say this one thing. So Bethesda did, to go back to like the last article, but Bethesda did post like this really nice, like touching thing, and they're like, we grow together, and like all the things and all the like the beginning of the Bethesda when they started in Maryland, and then all their different like locations and all their different teams and stuff like that. Only saw Todd Howard in one like 5-second clip. 1 5-second clip.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, they're trying to separate themselves from Todd Howard, are they? Anyway, that's my take on it. You should look it up later. But we could talk about somebody who's super toxic on the interwebs. You ready? You ready to speculate about the doc?
Very.
Yes. This one, I just, there's something about the 2-time that I just can't.
The 2-time back-to-back 1992, 1993 Halo blockbuster championship, 9 foot 8.
6'9", 7'8". He's just growing. Is that his ego or his head? But yeah, so a Call of Duty voice actor, he speculated why Doc got banned. He said this is now the rest of this like conversation is gonna be like hearsay and rumors because he heard it from somebody else who works in Twitch, right? So it's word say of a person who knows a person who knows a person.
Did you say a word say?
Is that what am I trying to fucking go for anyway? So we talked about this one too, but I don't care because I think it's fucking hilarious because it's perfect.
Oh yeah. Because
it has to do with Twitch, and like Doc is just such a fucking force of nature in the video game industry at this point now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he got banned from that Call of Duty tournament recently, and now he has a memoir coming out, but the whole speculation
it feels early for that,
God,
man.
It's so fucking cheesy. And like I watched his YouTube. I was watching him stream today for a little bit while typing this up because I had to see him. And like he was promoting that fucking memoir so hard. And I'm like, are you hurting that bad, Doc? What's happening? Also, he made fun of somebody for giving him a 99-cent donation.
Well, maybe he thought that'd be funny.
Maybe. I don't know.
There was somebody that donated, like, I forget what currency it was, but it was something really uncommon. And YouTube apparently just lets you put in whatever currency and they'll deal with it, I guess.
Okay.
And so it was like 1,000 something, but he thought it was dollars. So he's like, whoa! And he makes this big deal out of it. His whole chat is roasting him. They're like, dude, we just did the math. It's like $5.
I mean, I get excited for
amazing.
$5, but I'm cheapish. That gets me nacho cheese box.
He gets $5 all the time.
But I want nacho cheese box. Anyway, so the band came down to him lying about money. Apparently, Doc was using an offer from Mixer as leverage while renegotiating his Twitch contract, which, you know, obviously is going to cause some conflict. And then later that week, Mixer announced that it was shutting down after, you know, these discussions had just literally started. So if this is all true, it means he was probably lying about that fucking Mixer offer. So Twitch said, haha, fuck you. You're out of options. And they just straight up banned him. I mean, it matches his character, like, a lot.
Yeah, if I imagine how he thinks he should negotiate, that feels exactly like not even the best tactic, but the right thing to do.
Right.
I mean,
he's like,
yeah.
oh, just lie about it.
That's how you get more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's unfortunate Mixer went down, so around the same time.
I mean, it's kind of karma also at the same time. It's
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little bit. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah, I had a job interview once where they needed me to be able to drive stick and like with a pretty big truck.
Oh God.
And I was telling somebody about it, and they were like, "Yeah, you should have just like said you could, and then like learned how after." I was like, "Yeah, but I feel like my kind of luck is the kind where they'd be like, oh, let's go out to the truck and see how you do."
Let's get started right now.
Yeah. I'm like, well, we're gonna die then. That's how this goes. This is the first job interview where I've ever killed anybody on purpose. So, whoops, I meant not on purpose. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, maybe don't lie.
Don't lie. Like it, especially on something like that. It just seems so.
Also,
slimy.
I feel like his case to make more money is probably pretty good without that. Like,
yeah, like he was
a booming force of nature when he was on fucking Twitch.
he was a booming force of nature. If he just said, yeah, I'm fucking the doc, I'm your top fucking contender right now in like
listen to me, I'm a 10'9"
he's just gonna
Call of Duty player from Blockbuster in the 90s. Or actually in the 1880s. I won 2 championships of Frogger. And double time, 2 times the money I got for those 2-time championships. It's all about vengeance and momentum and taking speed. I mean, speed.
Yeah, just lots of speed. I mean,
I'm 11'7".
Imagine if he's like, every time the doc lied, he just grew like fucking 5 centimeters.
That's why he's so fucking tall.
He's just constantly growing with each lie. Oh my God. He'll be fucking huge.
That's fucking
Have you heard the song Washington?
His wife just comes home and she's like, "Hey, what'd you do today?" He's like, "Oh, I was just watching TV." And she's like, "Who did you sleep with?" Because he grew like 2 feet. That's how she fucking found out.
Knew. Oh no. Fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyway. Okay, so you have one for me that I didn't see.
Yeah, I heard this on the Jabon podcast. So
okay.
Shout out to our news source, other podcasts. Maybe you should just listen to those because they obviously got it before we did.
Okay.
Epic was in a different legal situation I had no idea about.
I didn't either.
So was Rocket League, but I don't know. Is Rocket League part of this? I actually don't know.
Rocket
I didn't
League is
read.
Owned by Epic now, so
oh, it
yes.
is. Oh,
so that's
why.
probably
Okay.
why this lawsuit is happening.
I see.
Epic class action lawsuit.
So what happened was they were apparently misrepresenting how much things were worth in the game and charging extra or like sort of in some sort of shady way. I don't know the actual detail of how they were able to hide the value of something. But it's a total of $26.5 million that they settled on. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys buy fucking V-Bucks or any of that stupid shit, go fucking sign up for that class action lawsuit.
Yeah, if you spent shit on Fortnite or that car fucking soccer game, go ahead and
you sound like a boomer
fill out
now.
the form.
It's fucking Rocket League. It looks like there's
car soccer game. Okay, sorry, it does have basketball as well. I forgot that mode's
do like
in there.
the basketball.
I've never played it.
It's
any
fun.
of it.
I like
the
it.
whole game. I doubt it.
How
I see
dare you.
no
How
proof.
dare you. I have like 20 hours in that game. Obviously, I'm so good at it.
I bet you
No,
are.
I'm trash at it. That game takes fucking forever to master. It's a pain in the dick. And people are super toxic. Like, everybody thinks that Rocket, or everybody thinks
Wait a minute. People on the internet are toxic?
It's almost as bad as that Burger King comment.
You might qualify to work at Burger King UK.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like this lawsuit started a while ago. Its settlements or its stuff is all the way back to 2015, and you only have until April 12th in order to, like, I guess, file your appeal into this lawsuit case. It's really funny because, like, misrepresentation doesn't happen very often. Like, if you look at the Steam market is run by people. And, like, how people perceive the value of things. Steam has no actual, like, interjection into the prices and stuff like that. It's the whole market is done by the people. So, like,
true capitalism.
Yeah, true capitalism. Supply and fucking demand, bitch. But at the same time,
actually, the market will decide how much this $10,000 CS:GO knife is worth.
Just buy more GameStop stock. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's sure to work out. Actually, AMC, I heard, is really good to get right now.
Dogecoin. Get your fucking Dogecoin, bitch. Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's kind of shady. Like, I want to see what their marketplace looks like, because I honestly don't know from a personal experience. Because, like, Rocket League was on Steam for a long time until Epic bought it, and then they took everything over to the stores. So, like, I could still play Rocket League, but I can't buy anything. Like, there's no microtransactions.
There's one thing I don't know what it means, and I'm going to Google it. But it says, the Epic Games class action lawsuit accused Epic Games of violating consumer protection laws, negligently misrepresenting in-game items' value in Fortnite and Rocket League, and preventing minors from exercising contractual disaffirmation rights. Which I guess maybe is like protection from like the
boxes?
Rampant advertisement of loot boxes and shit. Maybe.
Definitely. It's probably got to be something to do with loot boxes and the way it's advertised to young children. Because, like, it's definitely very predatory towards kids and stuff. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think Germany is in the process of banning or possibly putting, like, a rated M rating on all games with loot boxes right now.
Honestly, ban free-to-play games. Make it cost something, because that's how my family fell into it. My mom was like, I thought he was going to have to pay for this, and that's what was stopping him from getting in. She's like, he's been playing it for months. I was like, yeah, you idiot.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's really bad. It's totally bad.
And now every gift I give him has to be fucking Xbox money that he's going to use to fucking put on Fortnite skins. It's awful. It's hell.
No.
It's living hell having a sibling that likes Fortnite.
No, it's so weird because, like, me and my younger brother Phil got super into video games, and then our youngest brother wants nothing to do with them, and we tried so hard to get him to play video games with us.
Honestly, he's probably going to be a doctor or something at that point.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. And it, probably, the most pacifist motherfucker you've ever... I mean, look, video games cause every problem that we have. So, it's good for him. Don't try to drag him down with you.
Yeah.
You know? You're a lost cause. He has potential in the future because he doesn't play video games. This website, by the way, that I'm reading the Fortnite fucking skin thing on, has a start a class action button on it, and I'm a little scared. I feel like I shouldn't have that power.
No, I see it too. Start a class action lawsuit.
Like, oh,
Can we
no.
sue our own podcast for nothing?
Oh, shit. They gave us the Fortnite news late.
They gave it to us late. How dare they? How fucking dare they?
Is that dried up? Is the news all dried up?
Is all dried up.
Did we use the newspaper to dry up the... I don't know.
We use it to mop up my tears as I get sucked into video games.
What are you going to play after this? What are you going to play tonight?
Probably going to go play
Valheim. Play a video game? Yep,
yeah.
Nice.
What are you going to play?
I'm going to play Kenshi. Actually, I'm going to play Beat Saber.
Yes!
till I die, and then I'll play Kenshi.
Yeah,
or
until you
something.
pass out, and then you need a fucking sweaty
exactly.
shower.
Then I'll wake up and play Kenshi.
There you go. Sounds like a good plan.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We do appreciate you. We love your face very, very much. Don't forget.
Thank you for continuing to listen. I know you're on this podcast, but it's like still listening to me is not an easy thing.
I mean,
so.
I think I'm more annoying than you, but that's beside the point.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But
yeah, you emasculated me like 3 times during the podcast.
wieners.
So.
Wieners! Anyway, wait, did it fall off? Is it like the banana?
Yeah, it's gone. I got
cutter?
emasculated so much it just jumped up
Have you seen
inside.
the banana cutter?
I lost it. I don't know what that is.
Cutter.
I'm thinking of a cigar cutter on a penis, and that just
Well,
makes
it's
me
kind
want
of
to
like
die.
that,
So.
except it's like in 5 different places.
Wow, that's worse than I was thinking. That's how dare you? That's how we end the podcast.
Yeah,
okay,
that's how we end the podcast. Thanks everybody for listening.
goodbye. Just think about that. Just think long, hard about that. Actually, it's not so long and hard anymore.
Don't forget to follow us.
Stop it!
Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at Evil Space Bunny and The Real Forge, as Forrest goes and cries in the corner after I send him that image.
She sent it to me.
Good night, children.
Good night, children. That seems weird. Good night, children.